Yeah, it's good to be back on the front row again, as it has been in the other rounds when I've been here. It's been a difficult day for me. I fell off just purely my own mistake. Got into the Stowe corner there earlier in the weekend, earlier in this morning's session, and grabbed hold of the brakes, trying to wash off the extra speed because I was getting in there too hot, and then just the front let go and I was away. So, but that corner is pretty hard on the bikes when you crash there because of the speed. So they give the mechanics a lot of work to do, and they gave me a bike which feels, exactly as it was, before the crash. They've done a good job to get it back and running really well. And then the general story for the weekend has been trying to cure chatter, and we've done a good job at that. We've narrowed it down to nearly just like sort of 2 main corners where it's still pretty much there, but the rest of the circuit, it's nearly completely gone. So every time we've got rid of a bit of chatter, I've been able to go quicker. And just in that qualifying session then was still kind of like a practice run for us, really. We got the best the bike sort of felt all weekend is that last run. I did 3 laps there in the high sixes, so it's sort of showing we're sort of getting back to where we'd like to be and where the form was from last year, and so it's all heading in the right direction. But it's important to also be qualifying well. So as much as it was sort of a practice run for us, set up the bike, I also had in my mind I need to put it down and put a fast lap time in. So I feel now just sort of now in this afternoon I'm feeling confident for the race again. The yesterday and stuff with the chatter I had, I was not super pumped about if I had to start a race this morning with the bike the way it felt yesterday, but now I feel a lot more confident and comfortable, so I'm happy to go into tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a similar story again this weekend where tyre wear is a major issue for us, trying to make the soft one last because the hard one's just too slow. So yeah, it's a weird situation where I've actually had to compromise my bike set it up slower than not get our optimum setup out of it to try and make the tyre last, and kind of been doing that this weekend, and done that in Q1, and then decided then for Q2 to change the bike to how I like it, and we missed the first few minutes of that session, got out, got 1 lap, and the bike was so different, I missed all my apexes, didn't do a fast lap time, came around and the red flags was out, so I was in a bit of a panic situation with 3 minutes to go, and I was sitting in P11, so I managed to get out with the same tyre again and post a 7.2 and get through to Q3, and then yeah, went for a fast lap time. I got a 6.5, felt it was on a slightly better lap the second lap, and Shaky was cruising back in and just held me up in the complex section. So yeah, happy enough to be on the front row and concentrating more on race setup, but after what happened in Assen we can't afford another weekend like that, so it's been frustrating again when the temperature goes down in a high speed abrasive circuit. The Honda seems to really struggle with tyre life, more so than the others, so we've our work cut out, and the team are working hard trying to cure it, and fingers crossed we're getting there.
It's all part of the entertainment business, I suppose, so yeah, try and knuckle down this weekend and get on with business. I mean, we've all got a job to do, and we all want it bad, so yeah, we'll hopefully get some good strong finishes tomorrow, and qualifying was good for us really. Every time I'm getting out on the bike I feel a bit more at home with it. The setup, we're making some big changes every session, but yeah, I mean, I'm sick of excuses, I don't want any excuses. As a team, we shouldn't have any excuses, and if we do, it's our problem. And we're coming to these rounds, and we come to Silverstone, we haven't tested here, so we're a little bit on the back foot, but we're where we need to be now. We're on the pace, and every session we're making big steps forward, and hopefully we can in the race. The bike feels pretty good. We've not done race distance yet. I don't think really anyone's really done race distance, and in a race you're changing your lines and different positions and different points on the track, so we'll just get out there, get stuck in, try and be smooth and consistent, and get some results. Yeah, I mean, from Assen it was a bit of a sort of kick in the balls before we've even started, so we've been playing catch up, and the second race I needed to finish. I was in a difficult position, probably more so than most riders, because I needed some points in the bag, needed to come back from Assen and get some points in the bag and move forward for Silverstone. So yeah, feeling pretty confident. It's a long race for us tomorrow, and we've got 5 more rounds, and before we know it, it'll be Christmas, so try and win this championship again.
Yeah, no, that was a pretty good lap. It had a few bit of a scary lap, but no, it's good. like Tom said, I'm not going to be doing that 15 times tomorrow. But like Michael said before, we've been struggling a little bit with tyres, and I'm on a Honda obviously like him, and it seems to be a similar problem. So sort of changed my bike this weekend, sort of lost grip on a new tyre, but trying to make it last a bit longer. And practice seems like it's been going all right, but obviously you don't know what tyres the other guys are on and how many laps they've done and all the rest of it. But I seem to feel like I've been pretty quick every time. The bike's working really well, and for that qualifying, we just put the settings back in the bike that I ran at Assen, sort of how I've had the bike most of the year, which seems to give me ridiculous grip on a new tyre, but it tears it up really fast. So it worked quite good then. My bike was gripping good, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully I can get off the start a little bit better than Assen, and just want to enjoy it and have a good race with these boys.